What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys having a good weekend so far. In today's video, we're going to be doing some more shard pulls here. This is the second half of the shard pull event for the weekend. We have the extra legendary event for sacred shards happening right now. We still have the same progressive event that's going on. The main draw right now is going to be Glorious Palace here. She's amazing, amazing support champion for the brand new Argonite faction. Honestly, yeah, she is one of the best. Outside of her aura, which I think is quite weak, the weakest part of her kit, I think her kit's absolutely amazing. If you draw her early, yeah, she's going to carry your account basically anywhere in the game. Once you start getting some of these Argonites, if you have Cassandra or if you're going for Pelops, this A1 is going to be super, super strong. Very high value A2 cleanse and very high value revive and a very good passive as well on her. Great champ. That's what I'll be going for the Sacred Shard. Furo is also another incredible champion as well. If you're looking to min-max the damage for Hydra or Chimera, it's also very good for trials there as well. But I'm going to go for the new shiny champion. So we're going to go for Sacred Shards here. I'm on my alt account first, and then we will be doing our main account. In terms of progress through the anniversary path, I'm at 13,000 here. I didn't pull a lot of ancient shards on the anniversary, and I still got the extra legendary. So I do have some work cut out for me here. I'm aiming for the 2 rares minimum, and that's going to cost about 38,000 or so. So I'm sure about 25. That's going to take me about 5 sacred shards. It's not going to be too difficult on this account to reach 2 rares. But I wouldn't mind going down a little bit further to try to get some of these materials for the cat gaze. And the other competing priority would be probably this epic. This epic's actually really good Dexicos here. He's the faction reviver. So if you guys don't know, the epic definitely deserves a bit of a shout out. So his kit here, he actually has a revive here on the A3, sorry. It's not a great revive, but you know, it's a 2-man revive with a veil on a 4-turn cooldown. It's okay. And he is basically the only reviver in this faction outside of Glorious Palace, which is of course a legendary. So, you know, Dexicos here definitely worth picking up and holding on to. If I were to pick him up, I'd probably hold on to him and then just complete the rest of the events. That's probably something I would consider. And if you guys are not going for the fusion, I would probably recommend going for the epic just to maybe help you guys out. I think he's a decent champion, definitely very decent in this brand new Argonite faction. But I think we'll have to gauge where things go just because we are pulling for the extra legendary event. We have 34 sacred shards on this account. I think Mercy is relatively fresh, so this might get pretty ugly, guys. Not too worried about the champion chase that's coming next week or anything like that. We have lots of resources for that. But you know, obviously some concern if Plarium drops some of those bigger events. For example, for Edward, for example, for any Argonites that they choose to maybe perhaps put in a guarantee. Those are all things to consider when pulling deep into your resources. But in any case, we have to pull some just to get the rares so we can continue going for Pelops. So let's jump right into it here. Best of luck. Let's see what we get. No boosted rates, so base rates here. But if we pull a Lego, we will get a extra one. This is like the most fun event because we get 2. But the Lego pool is just so massive, right? It's so massive. There's so many Legos in this game, and so many of them are bad, especially for a super, super late game account. Most Legos are just not good anymore. Hey, we got our progressive epic here, Geomancer, probably the best epic in the game, and still, just generally speaking, obviously, if you got one, congratulations. After all this time, still incredibly good. Right, so let's keep going here. Okay, nothing so far. Fun fact, Hellgazer was the first epic I've ever pulled in Raid Shadow Legends. I remember I asked people, I'm like, is she good? She is not good. She is terrible. She is terrible. It's not even worth asking if she is good. She's just so terrible. But that's a fun fact. Fun trivia fact there. All right, the Black Bear. Black Bear I actually use for faction wars. Just get through the normal stage faction wars for Lydia. He does have turn meter drop decrease attack. All right, we're into our 5th sacred shard so far. Creoldin, one of the best epics in the game. I still use this guy to some degree. He shows up in a couple of Centranos levels for me, and I have 2 of them built. And yeah, he's really good. If you have one, you probably use it in hard fire knight. Basically, perfect kit for hard fire knight. It's got freezes everywhere, multi hits, increased speed, turn meter. Yeah, really, really solid epic. Perfect for hard fire knight. All right, I think this is pull number 6, Knight Errant. I think he empowers somebody. He empowers an epic that maybe a Doom Tower epic. I'm not too sure. One of those epics, I think. Maybe it's somebody that looks like him. Oh, we got it already on the 7th one. Hey, we got Brogni showing up. He's going to be a dupe on this account. And we get lucky here with the 20x. And we don't. We got Jintaro. I mean, I'm not super excited about either of these champions, to be honest. I have a Brogni already on this account, and Jintaro might be new on this account, but he's definitely not somebody that's going to really do anything for my account. If he's a dupe, that's great because then we get some faction guardian stuff happening. But I'm not super stoked about this. But it only cost me 7 sacreds, and I was not deep into mercy or anything like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy about that. Under Priest Brogni, he's actually a 3 token champion in the Fusion Exchange program. He's a good champ. I mean, he was one of the best fusions of all time when he was released. He's got good value, A3 here, block debuffs, increase attack, and a shield on a 3 turn. He's got grow ability on the A2. You have to build him for damage to get some decent grows out of this. And then the A1 brings an HP burn. He does apply some damage here from his shield reflect, which is kind of good. I think his best spot is he'll probably clan boss or maybe just wave support. He's definitely not as good as Wixwell in terms of growing shield. But still not a bad champion just to get you through some wave content, like for faction wars, for example. Jintaro is damage dealer. He brings AoE decreased defense, I believe, on the A3. No, single target decreased defense. 5 hitter. Crazy. Turn meter steal on the A2, and then A1 extra turn if you kill somebody. Bunch of turn meter fill on the passive as well. Man, I really couldn't find a spot for this guy, I think. I remember when he was released, he did quite a bit of damage in some unkillable teams for clan boss. But we're pretty, we're pretty far away from that nowadays, right? We're many years removed from trying to optimize clan boss damage since things like Titus are so broken. So for me, Jintaro is definitely a vault champion, and Brogni will be a vault champion as well, at least as a dupe. Let's just double check our total points here. We got 44,000 points. That's gonna leave us in a bit of a weird spot. It's gonna leave us about 20k short for the epic. And I mean, I guess I can start going down for the legendary mats. We also have to account for the Fire Knight tournament that's opening tomorrow, so we can put in some energy into the Fire Knight tournament, which is going to give us some additional points. So that's something to consider as well. I think just to help myself out, maybe we pull one more Sacred Shard. I think we pull one more Sacred Shard just to give us like some points towards. I think we're probably going to go for the mats and skip out on the epic. So we'll just do one more pull here, and then we'll finish it up with the energy afterwards tomorrow. All right, so if we got 45,000 points, so 49 here, I think we need 59,000. So we can finish it up with energy probably tomorrow. But yeah, that's going to be it. We pulled 8 sacred shards, not too bad. And then, of course, we pulled like maybe 30 ancient shards just to get their 1+1. We got a bunch of legendaries for this event. And we're going to be able to pick up this 100 mats here. And we got 2 rares. So we're ready on the way towards the fusion. It's pretty crazy that we got 4 legendaries this weekend, but honestly, it's just not really anything to talk about. We got Sisia Flametongue, we got Jintaro, we got a Duke Brogni, and I guess we got Hilvi. We got Hilvi, which is good, and Brogni, which are good champions, but you got 4 champions there. Unfortunately, 2 of them are dupes, and then the other 2 don't really do anything for my account, but decent champions overall. Anyways, let's jump over to the main account. We'll do the pulls over there. All right, guys. So we are on the main account here, and we will be pulling. We got 63 Sacred Shards. You can kind of see the big discrepancy or disparity between the alt account and the main account. They both pretty much had the same shard count after Leonardo. I think my alt account had 4 less Sacred Shards. So Leonardo happened like roughly, no end of October, beginning of November. So it's been like what, November, December, January, February. It's March now. So it's been 4 months. It's been 4 months of saving up sacreds, and obviously we still use sacreds for events and stuff. But yeah, it's just massive difference in terms of how many sacred shards one account acquires versus the other account. So I mean, this is just like a clear sign of RNG, right? Like it's just RNG. One account gets good RNG, one account doesn't. We all get the same, all available sacred shards in the game. Both accounts get. So it just comes down to RNG, and it's been 4 months. So 4 months of RNG. So yeah, everyone gets good months and bad months and all that stuff. It's just over the long term, right? We got to use the sample size or whatever to draw more accurate conclusions. Anniversary path, we're at 38,000 here for this account. Since we have excess, or not excess, but we have more sacred shards, I think we're probably going to go all the way down to the mythical mats here. This account's also, just my main PvP account. I'm just more focused on this account. So we're going to go a little bit harder for some of these PvP relics, or just stronger relics in general. Not just PvP. Like the cat's gaze is just a good relic overall. So we're probably going to go all the way down to the 30,000 here. Again, we're probably going to skip the epic still. I'm going to take my chances with not picking up the epic this time, and then we'll just do the faction wars with like the 2 Legos. And if we have to, we'll just do it with like rares. Like the acolyte is really good and stuff like that. We don't necessarily need a reviver, and the crypt's probably not going to be open for many months, so it's going to be all good. But yeah, to go down the left hand side all the way down to the mats and skipping the epic is probably going to cost about 100K. So we need to pull about 15 sacred shards. We're pretty deep into mercy here. I think we're at 19 or so since our last Lego. So we'll probably get one pretty soon, but we still probably have to pull some more as well. Let's check the points in a little bit here. Let's pull like 10 or something. Let's get the 1+1 over with first, and then we'll see how much more we need to pull. All right, let's go. We got 63 to start. Let's see what we get. There we go on the first shard. Yeah, like I said, we were 19 since our last Lego. So on the first shard, we got it here on this account. And we got Crowcad and Danag. Crowcad's good. We have one already. So I'm not super hyped about either of these champions. Both of them are, dupes. Danag might be my third one. Faction Guardians for Orcs. I mean, I could +1 my Crowcad maybe, or maybe run double Crowcad teams. I don't know if double Crowcad team's gonna work. You need blessings and stuff. I don't really want to build a second one. But yeah, yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna be pulling a bunch more shards anyways. Crowcad, a 3 token fusion in the system. He's definitely worth it if you have Shayak. He's an insane damage dealer for Hydra. I actually use Crowcad on my third Hydra team behind Trunda and Titus. So that's kind of shows you guys how strong he is for Hydra damage, obviously with Shayak and stuff. And this guy absolutely carried my Orcs faction wars for hard. Once I built him up, we literally went from like stage 13 all the way to 21. Yeah, he's an insane champion in that regards. He's also very good in some Centranos waves where you get him. Just very strong champion. Deneg here, I think I use him maybe for one stage in Centranos. He does have fear, I think. Yeah, he does have fears here on all enemies, so it's a little bit of crowd control. What else does he bring here? Ignore shields. Yeah, otherwise he's a damage dealer, right? So yeah, not too much value from this guy, but I guess he's just going to be a faction guardian here. All right, let's keep pulling here. Like I said, we're probably going to have to pull, somewhere around 12 or so, and then finish it up with energy tomorrow for the Fire Knight tournament. And the Moonbeam, going to be one of the champions for Lei Mikage. Definitely don't need this champion. All right, let's go. We got to keep track of the Mercy too. Dirindil. What has he got? Veil and damage, right? Or is he just damage? No, he has Veil. Yep, he has Veil and damage. Ignore defense, ignore defense. All right. Third, fourth shard. Let's see if we can get one more Lego. That would be nice. Skull Crusher here. I use this guy to get me into Ultra Nightmare back in the day. It's got the counter attack and all that stuff. So it's got good memories about Skull Crusher. Still can be useful. Geomancer, hey, Geomancer, a progressive epic. Welcome to the show. We're just +4ing our Geomancers at this time, anyways, for this account. Don't really use Geomancer too much nowadays. A little bit of a pause there. got me thinking it was gold. Nope. I don't know what this person does. Single target block buffs, AoE decrease attack on a 3 turn. That's it. Damn. Orcs. They're doing orcs kind of dirty there with a bunch of champs. Are not that great. Tatsu now. This is a good champion. Leech got increased defense, I think. Yeah, increased defense and decreased attack. Good for clan boss here. Also has a passive that's kind of interesting too. Removes one random debuff from this champion at the start of each turn. So it can take away the stun if he's the stun target. It's kind of interesting. Champion for like traditional clan boss teams. Geomancer again. Hey, the progressive does work. Shouldn't we get the notification for the progressive? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess when you hit the progressive, it like resets. Actually, I don't know how it works. I really don't know how the progressive works. If you hit the progressive, does it reset? Do you go back to 15x, or do you go up to 25, or do you stay at 25? I'm not too sure how that works. I don't really pull after hitting progressives, I guess. All right, we got 9 sacreds in the bag. This is our 10th one. 10th sacred shard. We're getting that mercy started again. Karagi, really good epic champion here, especially for clan boss. Got the AoE provoke. Actually, provoke's just good for waves, and then he's just good champion for waves. Passive, bring poison, decrease attack on the A1, and then ally protection and shield. Very good champion for clan boss. This is our 10th sacred shard. We're just gonna check the points here real quick. I think we're somewhere. Where are we here? 83,000. So we're looking for 90, 98, 99. We're looking about 99,000 here. So I think we'll probably pull 2 or 3 more sacred shards. And then we should be able to finish it up with energy. So pretty rough pull session. I mean, we just went, 11 straight, like 10 or 11 straight sacred shards without pulling a single Lego again. So I'm going to pull one more. So we pulled 13 in total. There we go. We got 3 Geomancers, and we got 1 legendary on our 20th pull. So we were already in Mercy, got our extra legendary right away, and then we built up our Mercy again. So now we're at 12 Sacred Shards since our last legendary pull. It's actually wild. It's actually pretty wild when you think about it. Pulling all these Sacred Shards and then just not getting anything from it. But it is what it is, right? We're working towards the other rewards here. Obviously, we're looking for the mythical mats. We're looking for the gamble and the cat's gaze. I mean, I might just put some more energy and then just pick up the medium stone or something like that. Some of these rewards are all very good. I just don't want to pull any more shards. We want to conserve whatever shards we have. Right now, this account's sitting at 50 shards. So we have plenty for any kind of upcoming events. And then we do have plenty for the upcoming chase as well. We got 6 remnants here, bunch of mystery shards if needed. I'm not too worried about the champion chase coming up. So on this account, 4 Legos pulled this weekend. We got Osgrun, which is a good dwarf. We got Elder Scar. We got Crocat, which of course is good. It's just a dupe for my account, and then we got Danag. So I mean, we got some decent quality in terms of the champions, but unfortunately, we do have those champions, so we're not really benefiting a lot from them. Like you can kind of see here, we got our 4th Danag. Yeah, I mean, we can start empowering some of these, I guess. Maybe +1 Crocat, like I said. So we have 5 Kreelas on this. It's actually crazy. Like, I don't buy shards, but we have 5 Kreelas already. And I guess Kreela's pretty old champion in this game. So what else do we have here? Like, getting a dupe Ogren would have been pretty nice. Anyways, guys, that's kind of to be expected, right? We got so many non-void Legos, and there's only so few that are actually really, really good, especially for really, really late game accounts. For early game accounts, a lot of these champions are still going to be pretty useful. So where are we in terms of the events for Pelops? We're on pace for everything here. Gear Ascension Tournament, like this is something that you can probably skip out on. This is just an energy dump. For me personally, these Gear Ascension tournaments, the middle stone is actually way more expensive than just the regular Sand Devil turn attack. Just because I have a really strong Sand Devil team, I can save a bunch of energy by doing turn attack, but Gear Ascension, it costs a little bit more energy for me. Finish that up. Did the Ice Golem here. Everything else seems to be running, pretty good. Nothing to really. What do we got? We got Fire Knight. Fire Knight coming tomorrow, so we'll hammer that out. Get a little bit more points for the Heroes Path. or the anniversary path, and then we'll pick up the materials and then call it a day. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of those shard pulls. Didn't really get too much, nothing too exciting, to be honest. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of expected when you have a pool of so much stuff. It's hard to get something impactful or something that you want. But hopefully you guys pulled something that you guys wanted this weekend. Hopefully you guys are still on course for the fusion if you guys are going for them. Let me know in the comments below how you guys did this weekend. Keep in mind that we do have personal reward CVC coming on Tuesday, and I'm just looking over the player and play calendar here, and you guys can kind of see, like I mentioned in the fusion schedule video that I made, Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a little bit of a lull, and we only see 2 dungeon gear events. Basically this anniversary path, and we have 1 regular gear hunters event at the back half of the fusion. So there's usually 3 per fusion, right? So I think that there's probably going to be something here on Tuesday, Wednesday during CVC. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it could be. I'm thinking deck of fate for something, some kind of pop-up event that we don't know of right now, but there's nothing in the schedule right now. Just something to keep an eye out for as we move from the weekend into the start of next week. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. Have a great rest of your weekend. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video.